Welcome on in, everyone. Let me switch from this to that. And then we do this. So I'm back on the map making shenanigans because my creative thinking process is scratching and it wants that. So that is what I am going to do. That looks so well textured. Well, thank you. If my stylus will work. There we go. So with this, I made this a while ago. I want to turn down that music just a smidge because it's loud for my little brain. The fighting of the little... There we go. We can still hear the music and it's not deafening my noggin. So I wanted to, it feels very squished with what I have. So I've expanded the canvas. I'm gonna merge all of that together minus that bottom layer. So for anyone who doesn't know, I took some rice, I put it on a piece of paper, and that's what it kind of came out looking like. I did, like, you know, move some of the rice around so it's more together than whatnot. Because there's a few ways you can make a map. I mean, if you have an ideal shape or thought process, you can already jot it down. But for the people that struggle like me, that have an idea of what the map could consist of, I used rice to kind of get the outline. Clever, it is. I've seen where people use rice or dice, like D&D dice, and depending on the size of dice, you can make a continent out of it, but I didn't have big enough paper to fill, like, because I'm like a little goblin with like a mountain of dice in a basket that's overflowing. So I couldn't really do that. So I used rice. And then I accidentally drew the line art that I wanted on the image. So then I just kind of redid it. No, I didn't. But we'll make it work. We'll redo it. Because then I could redo it and then just move it over. So, yeah. And I'm not being perfect with the line art either, because I want it to be that more jagged shenanigans. Basically, to get these more jagged... What is the map for? It is... I've been thinking about making a D&D campaign, and whatnot. So it's... There's a thought of a story plot, but it's not quite roughed out. So I would like to at least have it made. If not, I could use it for something else. It's not like it's like it's not dedicated to something just yet. I just kind of put names on different little towns and areas. I'm gonna actually make that less opaque. But that's just like bullet points. So if I like want other people to use this map, and they can change up the names of the islands or well, the island towns and all that. The original map that I had made for kind of a story I had wrote in high school, the map kind of got a little disfigured with, I want to say coffee stains, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember spilling it, but I mean, I did move, so, you know, you only know what it is. Well, congrats, Shaddix, for getting third, and Brohan getting first. I believe second is still up for grabs. Now, wait, hold on. Hold on, Shaddix. You winking second. I didn't, hold on. I didn't plan for this. I didn't plan for those 3 redeems to be used in such a way. Damn. Shaddix could have almost gotten all 3. Almost. But Brohan beats you to it. There we go. I'll beat him first. Okay. The battle of getting the redeemed first. The saga. Erupted my eye a little too hard, and now it's like struggling to focus. But my eyeball feels better after I rubbed it a little. But how is everybody doing in chat? It is only Tuesday. Dead already. Oh no. I'm alright. I beat a low rank in Wilds, so now the real game begins. Oh man. Wait, so there's PvP in Wilds? Or is that something else? No, it says split between low rank and high rank hunts. Oh, okay. See, I don't play Monster Hunter, so I would never have guessed that. I would have just assumed PvP. Wait. Okay, I am on the right layer. Got scared for a second. Holding this too close. Oh, as I was saying earlier, to get these less, like, perfect lines, I'm holding my pencil further back than I would used to. So that I can get the imperfections of lines. So far, it's looking mighty nice. I think when I made this map, I was using the original brush of this, which is just the studio pen, I think. Not gonna lie, this lake kind of looks like a high heel. A sad looking high heel, but it still gets the job done. Well, with Shadox being dead and upping the game on Monster Hunter for Syndicate, I think the week has gone vastly different for both of you. I have low rank armor still, so monsters are hitting me like a truck in high rank. Oof. Big oof. That is sad. But one day you'll get the high rank stuff, and then you'll never have that problem again, hopefully. Depending on how this goes, I might do more art on Thursday of this. They haven't touched this in a while, so it's from whenever the last time this stream was for this map making. I wonder if I can... Did I archive it? Maybe? I wonder if I'll open up YouTube. Oh. Alright, my mouse just died. That's sad. Well then. Oh, I can't even... Can I... Hold on. Well, just leave it on the screen, and I'll be un momento. Alright. Got some batteries. Oh, it's a... Not the battery that I was thinking. So I had the batteries in here, but I have to go to the kitchen. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Okay, now it's going to give me problems. There we go. Alright, now that I got a battery in the mouse, I can actually do things again. I was on the quest to see if I archived the map. Playlist. I'm still... I got something... Not in there. Why is this so out of order? Huh. Hold on. Manage videos. Do. guess I don't have an archive of the map one, so it is sad, but I made it a while ago, so to remember the exact date, I do not know, but I was hoping for it. It kind of looks like a tiny little mouth. Want to try to get back into reading. I used to read all the time. Not sure why I stopped. You know, that is fair. As someone who's dyslexic, I could never get into reading. My siblings, though, they could sit there for days, hours, and read a book. Like, they could pick up a book, like, as thick as Harry Potter and be done in, like, 3 or 4 days. Like, if I wasn't reading the book in class, I would technically have never finished a book. So, it is, if you can finish a book willingly, more applause towards you, because my goldfish brain could not. Have you listened to an audiobook before? I have. It's been a long time, because the only time I have done that was when I was in school. So, it might be easier to do it that way than I actually will read a book. We're almost there. I'm trying to think of what the book was. I liked the book enough that, because how my class was, we couldn't finish it because we were quote-unquote behind, so we moved on to the next unit. I own the book, I just don't know where it is. Because I don't have a designated bookshelf, so it's kind of like... It's gonna be in one of many places. So... I'll have to find it. I want to say it took place in the 1950s. But I feel like that was not accurate because that was probably the book cover page. Looks like that. But it was not necessarily around that time. Oh, I forgot to plug my headset again. There we go. Pulling the stylus like that I am does strain the wrist. Okay, so if I turn this off, yeah, back on this layer. But we are almost done with the mainland. There we go. I almost have to take a break from my wrist. Oh. Okay, we're almost there. We're in the final stretch. My wrist might also hurt because I normally don't draw with it being on the tablet little stand that I have for it. Normally just lay it flat, like as if it was a piece of sketchbook paper. So that might also be the reason why. Okay, be almost there. Alright, I hate to be poorly textured, but I'm almost passing out at my chair. I need to go to sleep. Good luck with the map. You as well. Hopefully you get the rest that you need. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. While your eyeballs were not, actually making you fall asleep at your chair. While I take a small, easy break from my poor hand. There we go. Check on this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, if I turn this off and turn that off, we have map. So I'm gonna actually kind of put these all together so I can move them more to the center. And then I'm going to take this actually off. I think maybe ungroup these. There we go. So we can turn on low, but I think what I'm going to do, make this the reference layer. We're gonna add some blue so I can see where the water is. This will definitely help a lot. Oh. Make sure I don't miss anything. Sure didn't see any spots up here. I'm back down here. There. Okay, so now we got water. And to kind of use like real life map. Google Earth. So it loads. So what I want to do is the closer, at least looking at Google Map as a reference, I'm just kind of, I'm going to make the edges a little bit, I think I'll keep them that color, but then get darker the further I go out. Land of the knuckle sandwiches. Yes, yes. I mean, I can add them. Hold on. We can, I'm gonna switch to my testing stream overlay that I've been working on. And there you go. You get want them and knuckle sandwich right there. They're just in the corner, but I can turn them on and off. So if I wanted to add more cursed images, I can go like that, or remove one or the other. So they now have a special hold in my life. Knuckle sandwich. But yeah, they exist. They don't exist on my other overlay, which is this one. So, but you got to see a preview of that screen that I'm still working on. Oh, I did miss some water right there. Okay. So as I was saying, so we're gonna turn off reference layer, and now we're going to make this a clipping. No. Make a new layer. Then make that the clipping mask. There we go. We're gonna make it darker. We're gonna use... You know what? We're gonna use this. I probably should have... Yeah, zoom out. I'm gonna do this all in one little thing. Because this is like a watercolor brush. Okay, and then we're going to blur this. Don't know if I want to blur it, but... Well, if I duplicate it and then just blur this layer... Do not like that. So we're gonna try a soft brush. That is not... There we go. Okay, that looks mighty nice. And then we're gonna also make this a clipping mask. Kinda scribble. Because it looks like when it gets real dark, it's like a harsh line between these shades. But I don't want it to be so harsh. Yeah, I want to blur it. Maybe not. Maybe sharpen? It doesn't really seem to. I think I need to add like a lighter layer. What were the X's for? I don't remember. X's are town. Okay. Now we'll just... Yeah, so I'll go back and tighten these up. This section. I tend this section here to be like higher mountain Everest kind of like. So it's not gonna be too covered in the lighter blue. Pick over here. Okay. So now if I might just leave it as is, but I might just... If I duplicate it... Wait, if I... Duplicate, and then if I... blur it out a bit... That is looking really nice. I kind of like how the water's turning. Actually, that is not very dark blue that I wanted. Want to... There we go. Kind of gives it more of that. It's vibrant and clear. Yeah, I'm not obviously trying to make it look like Google Earth, like, but I'm trying to get the idea of like, some spots are going to be shallow, and the darker it is, the more depth it has. In the thought process of the whole, like, the world. Like, I'm like, in a way, I'm just making one continent. Because, like, in most D&D worlds that I've experienced, it's like we're on our own little continent and there's stuff going on. It kind of like before we had set sails in the ocean and traveled to continent, you don't really know what's out there. So it kind of indicated that maybe in the future there's a place here and there, and this way and that way. So there might be a bigger map in the future, but I want to keep that open, that thought process. And now, okay, so I want to put this all in a group. Then we can close that down. Then open another page, and we're gonna put this back on reference. Or maybe not reference. Yeah. And we're just gonna do like just a sand color. Ooh, I missed a lake somehow. I think I did that on the wrong layer. I did. Okay. Close that back up. Go here. Get that color. And then ad does start in 30-ish seconds. So, now that we got that, let's see, so... I probably should change the color of this. Oh. To multiply so that I can see. So, desert wasteland, so they're more, those areas are more a brown or burnt orange in a way. And they are the little slashes. So like here. Then we're gonna make, you know what, we're gonna group this and make it a it's not very orangey burnt. There we go. guess I'll make this also. No. Because I didn't really indicate it, but I feel like this side's so bland. Well, I'll wait. A swamp. I'm gonna make it like sad green. Most people call it baby poopy green. More swamp up here. I'm gonna make another one, and it's gonna be a nicer green. It'll obviously be the forest areas, because, you know, maybe a dark, because it's dense. Usually those areas are very dense. This little area green. All around it. There we go. Usually, wherever there's bodies of water, there's a lot of trees. Keyword usually, it's not always how it goes. So I'm gonna... areas where there's some lakes and it's kind of doesn't have anything indicated for it, I'm just gonna... kind of make it so. Make these a little smaller. indicate a little more detail with like the dense forest sections where there would be like sandy beaches. I feel like this would be a little harsher. Just color this section in. Color that in. I think I'll come back through with like a lighter green to indicate the more plains area where I'm coloring. Yeah, I'll just color this section in, and then I'll just make the mountain color more separated. There we go. It's kind of coming along a little nicer. think I need to come back and fix a few spots, so it's no. Touch up these edges. Right here would be pretty dense. We would... Okay. So we got all that. So I had to take off my hoodie real quick. So for the mountains, they're kind of like a weird, sad, well, like they're not necessarily like a sad green. But I'm gonna make them more of a like a seafoam sad green. So we're going to put it above all of these. Ooh, that's not very good. There we go. Don't want to cover up that section right there, because that's gonna be the like the frozen snowland, frozen tundra section. Okay, for the snowy tundras, we're gonna do like a lighter color.
Okay. Now we just need to get more of the flatlands. Okay, so we'll do this. That will shrink. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be the flatlands, I guess. It would be more of a section where it may be less of a dense of a forest or flatlands. No. Over here. Now we're going to blur this. Now for the sandy beaches, I'm gonna come back through and actually I'll do it this way. Now that they look more sandy-like, bring this back down.
Um...
I kind of want the colors to be a little more muddy in a way. So... put it back on normal. Yeah, I think blurring these out would make it more, in a way, muddy-ish. That's what I'm going for. Yeah. That looks a lot better. So if I turn this off, kind of have an idea of where certain things may be. Oy. I want to duplicate the... Actually, turn that off and duplicate this one. If I merge those together, lighten it up. Actually, okay. Actually, we'll put it back on normal. Just lower the intensity of it. Oh, and then we are going to use like a dark purple. Actually, we're going to turn off reference now. And we're going to make a little more like a defined section for words, indicators. I pull up a reference layer, and then of course, or not a reference layer, a reference. Open in, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Open image. Hold on, man, then we'll shrink this down to size. So here's the reference that I'm using for more of like the tree section in the mountains. Kind of help with drawing them. Because obviously they're not going to look like what they are now. But I just want to make sure that it's like more defined. Okay, so I'll move this back over here. Put that there. And then close out of Google Maps because we don't really need it now. Now that I figured out the coloring. Let's see.
Alright. Then let me adjust tablet so my hands aren't breaking. So here it. Yeah, because it just has a lot of. Well, hold on. I do the bottom of the trees first. I guess I don't have to necessarily make it so as I can just do these. Maybe? Yeah, that might work way better.
a few single little peaks in here. Kind of adds, I think, a little more to it. Okay, and then we're gonna just kind of go back up. I do want to keep the beach right there, so okay. There we go. So we got that section. I had my little peaks of trees. There we go. So one tiny... I could just take this and flip and do the same thing here. So I'm not really having to sleeve over, trying to make all of this. Can't put that there. Get this one, and then this one. I no, well. Hold on. Merge those, put them back at the same. Bring. And then that. Oh. Then merge those two. We can erase these section. Go up and around this section. That. And then we're going to I think the more imperfect the map looks, the more it will kind of blend in with the itself. More immersive. Okay, hold on. Very close, but not what I want. Okay. There we go. Gotta still figure out this section, so. There we go. We got that. Oh, that figured out. So there is that section. It's figured out, so we now gotta do this side. I'm on the right layer, that may help. Where's that? These. If I just take this, flip it. Make this back to that. Okay, and then we'll erase these. We'll remake those in a second. And a few more trees around it to blend it in. Okay, so now we have three sections. So now I'm gonna duplicate this one, Move it down here. Erase this section. I think if I erase these. Few random clusters. So that is looking very nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to copy this one again and just move it up here. So zoom in first, and then duplicate it, flip it, put it kind of more this way. Let's please. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. There we go. Resolve this shenanigans. So we got that section there situated now. Turn this one back on. Erase this portion. Slowly but surely, this is looking more and more like a map. It's really a whole process of trust the process. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, duplicate it, move it this way. Actually, yeah, move it this way. Erase this section here. Then we're gonna take this one, duplicate it, move this up here, bring that this way. Actually, let's just focus on erasing this and erase this section. and an ad break is coming up in 15-ish seconds. Oh, okay. Okay. So we got just that little bit. There were so many trees. I still have that section up there to do the trees. Oh, I accidentally turned off my stylus again. Do, do, do. Hold on. There. Now we got that situated, and we can add all the little divots. Kind of make it a little more cohesive. Um, merge all of these together. Get this section. And then we'll add a few trees here. And over here. Instead of going through the headache of trying to make this work like I did with the others, I'm going to just put then we'll add this. there. Okay. Added where dense trees and such will be. Actually, if I make this an alpha lock. No, I'm gonna take it off alpha lock for now. Oh. And then I'm going to, for the key, take this, copy and paste, put it above that, bring it over here. And then we're going to so it's not forgotten. And I probably should, you know, do that. Plop that color down. Because I think we're going to just use it for all of the indicators. Probably should do one more section. Okay, we're gonna that away, and then we'll make another layer. I should do the mountains because I don't feel like dealing with them, but I really should. Now I'm gonna do it with a thinner line. So that doesn't look too bad. So there's those mountains. I don't think I really enjoy the mountains. Oh boy. See, any other references that people have drawn for mountains that I might feel fit with what I'm thinking of? Let's see. Okay. So there is one here. Instead of deleting that in case I don't like what I'm about to do. They start off with I so then they do swoops. Yeah, that kind of looks 10 times better from what I was trying to draw. Okay. So now we're just gonna duplicate that and bring it down here. Okay. And because I'm gonna do what I did with the trees, because this would be a lot of work for me to redo. And then we're going to this direction. Oh, hell no. Okay, go this way. Okay. Now we're gonna take that layer, probably mush those together. Actually, I gotta erase this section a bit. And there we go. Put that more right there, and then I can erase this. And now I'm gonna just take this. Actually, reset. Okay. Yeah, the last spot for mountains are down here. So I'm gonna duplicate this one again, drag it down. I want to use that cluster of mountains, like right in there. So if I turn on, merge all those together. Turn that on. So I can then go in and erase sections where things are maybe touching. Actually, hold on. Duplicate this. Then we can go back in and duplicate or clean up the edges. Gonna have to redo mountain there. The same with this section. I'm gonna have to maybe add little mountains to the sides. Up here, erase that. Somehow accidentally added a line there. Clean that out. Okay. We are okay, so now we just gotta add a mountain here that actually fits. Okay, there we go. Now if I duplicate that, put those together. what was my thought process? Yeah. I was going to then take this, copy that, add it to the key. Alright, I'll just zoom it in and then zoom it back down. Mountains. Put those together. So now okay. Now if I merge those together, lighten them up, turn that off. Now that's looking mighty nice for a map. I mean, if you zoom out, you can tell where it's congested at with some details. I like making the forest a thicker line to show how dense the section is with the trees. Now, I'm gonna put that back up, close that. Okay, now indicator for like swamps. Let's see. Swamp. Let's see. So usually with like the marshier areas, it's just like where it's like it's got it'd help if I draw this on the right layer. It's usually like like a line. And then there is some like brush. Now if I turn this layer on. Yeah, if I have that layer on, I can then see where I'm interacting with certain things. Let's see, what else do people more indicate it with? I think instead of that, I will draw like that. Or I could do it's not very helpful, but Because willows like water. Usually willows are near swampy areas. So if I add a few of these with a combination of the little bushes. I think that will help with that. Duplicate. No. Hold on. Try it this way. Instead of recreating all that, we'll just erase the ones that I don't want. Erase the rest of these. I feel like that one is a little too far. Duplicate this. One tree right there, so. Okay, there is a swampy area over there. That's not what I wanted to do. Just trying to clean up the whatever imaginary shenanigans are going on down there. Okay. So I just need to move this. Oh. Do that. That's the only way I'll be. Oh. Okay. I promise that was not a pain, but it was definitely a pain. Okay. Duplicate this. We're just gonna merge all of these now together. And I'll make a separate layer to draw the cute little bushes. That was kind of a sad bush. Okay, this is not going as the way I thought. No, that did not. Okay, okay. Now we're gonna duplicate that, bring that down here. Okay, I'm now going to erase these. I'll just duplicate that. Making the most obvious little bushes, but it works. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna duplicate this. Bring it up here. Oh, bring it up here. Just what I missed down here. Duplicate that. Kind of bring a few of these over here. Scribble out the rest of these. Oh, wait. I'll duplicate. There we go. Oh. Then I don't have to mess with all of them, moving them around. Nope. There we go. Erase those. Now we're gonna turn that one on. And bring a few this way. Scribble all those away. Come on, let's merge them. Thank you. Okay. And now we can merge all of those together. Duplicate this, throw one in there. And I'll take one of... Oh. I'm gonna take one of these. Add it to the key.
There we go. Now we got swamps. If I can... Oh man, it's not like picking up me trying to merge layers, which is kind of frustrating. There we go. So those are now merged together. So we got forest done, mountains, swamp. So I will have to do wastelands, desert, or well, wasteland, desert kind of situation, and snow tundra. Okay, so really is just the difference would be just like the lines. But like instead of just plain lines, like there would be like a little cactus or a tumbleweed. I don't know if I really like that. I think I'm gonna have to look into a few things. I think we'll leave it at whatever I have at this. And save maybe the rest for Thursday. Let's see, who could we braid out to? Let me switch this. Get the jams going. Raid message. So it looks like I'll stream out to Zeta. Zeta's playing Magic with Brohan, Shadex, and Redmaster. So let's do that. Pretty sure they're still doing the commander builds. Start raid. And with that, I will be streaming Thursday. Whether I continue doing the world building or
just some kind of other different art. With we'll see. I might redo the trees just because I've already done everything else on that thinnest line. So now it kind of doesn't blend together as I hoped. So I might have to go back and redo all the trees. So, and with that, you all have a good evening, good night. And we'll send the love off to Zeta. Bye-bye.